You live on a massive tax farm and, believe it or not, the word tax farm is not a metaphor, it is the original meaning of the word farm. Let's rewind to the origins. The term farm traces back to the Latin Firma, meaning to lease for fixed payment. Historically, tax farming was a financial powerhouse. Governments auctioned off the right to collect taxes in a district to the highest bidder. Since ancient Rome, private financiers bid for these rights, squeezing money from the populace while paying a fixed rent to the state. Black's Law Dictionary definition of a farmer is one who engages in the system of leasing tax collection rights in a district, and the district itself becomes the leased farm. 3 years after the creation of the Federal Reserve, in 1916, Congress passed the Federal Farm Loan Act. With people not knowing the true meaning of the word farm, Congress knew that the public would assume they were referring to crop and cattle farms. In reality, it created the framework necessary for municipal corporations, which counties, cities, and towns had been converted to in the 1800s to mortgage their farms, meaning taxable districts, in exchange for loans from the Federal Reserve through land banks. It empowered these banks to acquire these tax farms through default and lease them out to private investors for a fixed rent, allowing the investors to farm the district for revenue through their private administrative courts. Here, farm takes on its historical meaning. Districts as taxable zones, farmed for revenue. The current Farm Credit System was born from this, and today, every county has a Farm Bureau, who you will find heavily involved in legislative decisions. In House Congressional Record for March 9, 1933, it is revealed that the money will be worth 100 cents on the dollar because it is backed by the credit of the nation. It will represent a mortgage on all the homes and other property of all the people in the nation. A mortgage is a death pledge, mort meaning death, and gage meaning pledge. Mortgage splits title and renders the mortgaged property dead to the owner, entitling the lender to the productive value of the property until the debt is repaid. This national mortgage turned citizens' estates into collateral for the public debt. Their estates were rendered civiliter mortuus, meaning civilly dead, and encumbered, registered, and regulated through trusts. Enter the corporate states, counties, and municipal corporations as the new farmers. Under the Farm Credit System framework, expanded by acts like the Buck Act of 1940, states gained concurrent jurisdiction to enforce federal merchant law. Police aren't guardians, they're farming assets. Administrative courts? They're equity mills, adjudicating trust regulations on registered property, your car, home, even your labor, under codes like the Motor Vehicle Code and Internal Revenue Code. From the time of Cain, the first farmer, the first murderer, the founder of the very first city, these descendants of Cain, the merchants and kings of the earth, have set up farm after farm: Egypt, Babylon, Rome, and now the United States. Search Burn the Corporate Fiction on YouTube, Facebook, Rumble, and X.